Hey everyone, it's Chris and welcome back to The Ridge. Well, the last time you saw our tobacco, it was barely hanging on, battered by historic rainfall and near freezing temperatures. Now, almost 60 days later, has it bounced back? Will we actually get a harvest this year? Watch to find out. Join us!
Sweet Maple Ridge Farms. Come on down, everybody. Go!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and all that good stuff. And a big thanks to our junior, mid, and especially our OG Maplers who continue to help take our community to the next level. So guys, I wanted to give y'all a tobacco update. We are on something like day 58, 59 of this tobacco being transplanted. We transplanted this right around May 20th. It is now July 17th. And I wanted to give you an update on what we're dealing with here. So you all may have known if you watched our previous video, which I will put a link up to right there. If you watched our previous video, you know that this tobacco had a tough beginning. So we were very optimistic because we had a really, really great germination rate. We planted this tobacco, it all germinated in the house, and then we brought it out right around May 20th, and we dug out this new area to plant this tobacco. This had nothing planted in it before. It was a part of our yard here on Sweet Maple Ridge. So we planted this stuff May 20th, which is earlier than what we would normally plant it. And then, bam, we had some decent weather that made us feel really good about planting it a little bit earlier. And sorry, guys, also about the wind. It's a little bit windy out here on the ridge today. But it was warm when we planted it. We were feeling really good about it. And then, bam, a monsoon kind of hit. We ended up getting 25 inches of rain throughout the month of, guys, I'm sorry about the wind here. We got right around 25 inches of rain in the month of June. We had historic flooding here in our area that just devastated some of the region here in Appalachia. On June 2nd, we darn near had a frost. We got back from vacation, and it was a low of 38 on June 2nd here. I will say tobacco is very, very, very hardy. And it takes a lot to knock this stuff out once it's germinated and once it's growing and sort of, like thriving and stuff like that. It takes a lot to knock it out. But I will tell you a couple things that will do it is excessive rainfall, no fertilizer or no food, and also cold. It doesn't want cold. So between the 38-degree weather and the 25 inches of rain, guys, this thing took, and also, like I said, this is a new garden here, so we hadn't amended this soil at all. I thought the soil was going to be pretty good. I think it turns out I was really, really wrong. This soil it's terrible. It's mostly clay and it holds a lot of moisture. The tobacco, they don't like wet feet. They don't want to be wet like that all the time, and I really think that has affected big time our crop this year. I'm not going to say it's terrible, but if you go back and watch a video that I put out, I think it was last year, and I think it's entitled like our 43-day update. I'll put a link to it right there. If you go in there and watch that video, you're going to see that the tobacco is like, this tobacco is like embarrassing compared to what that was. This tobacco here is, I'm 5'9". This tobacco here is up to my knee. Last year, this tobacco would have been up like probably 4 or 5 feet tall. This is Virginia Gold. This row is Sweet Air XL. And then this row here is Virginia Gold. And last year, you would have seen, if you watched that video, you would have seen it's probably like triple. I have a fly on me. But anyway, triple the height. I mean, this here, look, I mean, it's embarrassing. And guys, we feed it I feed it every week. We give it, I give it either Jack's 2020, or Miracle Grow, and we always give it fish fertilizer. We've even given it a couple other things like just like regular pelleted fertilizer and stuff like that. So I mean, this plant here, this has been in the ground for almost 60 days. It's not happy, and it's not growing. Now there are a couple plants that are looking good that I am optimistic. And again, this is the Canadian Bold. You can clearly see what's thriving here in our climate. And we grew Canadian Bold, guys, last year, and the Canadian Bold really took off as well. So I think that next year, probably Canadian Bold is going to be my number one go-to for our region, or for our zone here in 5B. But this stuff is looking decent. It's not great, but it is looking decent. And you can see here day 58 or whatever it is, almost day 60. This stuff is starting to turn yellow. It's starting to ripen. If you look up the maturity on Canadian Bold and Virginia Gold, and really even Sweet Air XL, it's right around the 60-day mark, maybe a little more than that. But we're getting to the point where this stuff should be mature. And guys, I walk over here to this plant. That is not a mature plant. That is an unhappy plant. So we're going to have to do something with this soil next year. It's getting tons of sunshine, that's for sure. But anyway, let me get back to this Canadian Bold here. You can see that this is definitely the happiest of all of it. You're starting to get that ruffling in the leaves. And they're starting, the leaves are starting to ripen, kind of get that crocodile color to them. I don't know if you can see that or not, but starting to yellow a little bit here. This is probably one of the best plants here. Let me get out of the shadow here. This is probably one of the best plants here. But you know, like you start to get in that mid summertime, you start to get those rust spots on there. Last year, guys, I had leaves that were probably triple this size, and a couple of these leaves are good. I don't want y'all to think I'm complaining or anything, but anyway, this, you could see this, these Canadian Bold plants are the ones that are thriving. I go on sucker patrol about every day. Here's a sucker that we need to pull off here. Just pull that off. We put down the straw because we really do think that helps with the weed control. The weeds do kind of come through a little bit. So overall, I think considering what they had to deal with. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. It's better than what I expected. And if you go watch the video that outlines, I think it's called what freezing temperatures and monsoons or flooding does to your tobacco, go back and watch that. And I do know that this tobacco has grown substantially, so I'm not really complaining too much, but I am a little bit. This Sweet Air XL, it's not looking great, but it'll give us a little something to work with. The shape of the leaves are very interesting. Definitely have that pointed end on them, and kind of get like narrow as it goes on here. Definitely like a traditional tobacco plant, or what you would think of when you think of a tobacco plant. I'm not so sure that some of this Sweet Air, that some of this seed didn't get mixed in with this Virginia Gold seed. This here, I do believe, is a Virginia Gold. The leaf just looks a little bit different. But if you come on over here to this one, you look at this. This is in my Virginia Gold row, but I'm almost positive this is a Sweet Air XL. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think. But look at the shape of that leaf. And then look at the shape of that leaf. So I think that a couple of these are probably mixed up. But this guy's looking pretty good here. And I think that as time goes on, it's only June 17th, so we do have quite a bit more in our growing season. We have a good 30 days left. Right around, starting mid-August is where things around here kind of start to go downhill and start really trending towards fall. This one here is one that we had planted by the house. I dug it up and I brought it out here. So this one was actually a really, really healthy plant over by the house. So that's why he's doing much, much better than some of the other plants, is because he didn't start his life here. He started his life over there. So this one's looking pretty good. I think this is probably a Virginia Gold. And this one might be, I don't know, probably looks about the same thing. This one might be like a Canadian Bold. So anyway, they're looking really good, but these three did not start their life here, which is why they look better than all the others. So about once a week, we give them Miracle Grow and fish emulsion. And I have this tubing, or this hose. This is just an old hose that I had drilled holes into that, okay, so you can see there's the hole right there. So when the water kicks on, and we have it kicking on daily during the summer time here, just to make sure that everything, they don't dry out. When the water kicks on, they get a drink. Something like we have it run for like 3 minutes. So I do think it helps. So we, according to the timeline, these things should be close to being ripe, but guys, that's not going to happen. So we're going to let them continue to grow. I'm going to give you all another probably a 15-day update here. So maybe around the end of the month, like I said, today's July 17th. We are going to, I'll give you all an update right around August 1st, and let you all know how this stuff is growing. It could be worse, guys. It could be worse. It could be better. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions for me. Let me know how your tobacco's growing. Again, we're in zone 5B. So wild tobacco has been traditionally grown in the Appalachian Mountains. The elevation and our climate here is not traditionally known at all for tobacco growing. So let me know down in the comments, guys, what you all are doing, how your crop's growing, what you plan on doing with it, and if you have any suggestions for us, what you think we can do to really get this stuff to really start growing big and ripening. Here's another example. I think this one's probably a Sweet Air XL, just due to the shape of the leaves. It probably got mixed up in the seeds, but this one's starting to turn, and it's a little early for that. Compare the color of this one, with the color of this one. This one had a good upbringing, right? This one is happy to keep on growing, but these over here are thinking that, they need to get their growing done as much as possible so they can spread their seeds, so that, because I don't know if it's something with the soil, or that it's just it's too wet. And like I said, again, guys, we didn't amend the soil at all here. I didn't do anything to help the soil, and that was my fault. We'll know for next year. But anyway, let me know if y'all have any suggestions on what we can do to make this a little bit better. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's the video. If you want to be an OG Mapler, like those amazing folks listed right here, and you want to continue learning how to rely less and create more from high atop the Allegheny Plateau, please like and subscribe. And guys, we'll see you next time out on the ridge. And guys, I just wanted to say thank you to JB. He is our first ever OG Mapler. JB, we're so thankful for you. We're thankful for all you're doing to contribute to our community here and to our movement. We'll see you guys out on the ridge.